Hi world, it's 1:15 p.m. on the 18th of April 2017. The Mercury is retrograde, the Moon is halfway through Capricorn, Venus stopped going retrograde a few days ago, Saturn's going retrograde, Pluto's about to go retrograde. Big changes going on, and what happens? Theresa May calls a general election. Theresa May called a general election in Britain at 11:05 this morning. Watched it live, and that is accurate to within 1 minute. So, got the horoscope for 11:05 this morning, and the way this is likely to affect both Britain and the rest of the world. Now, this is a direct reaction to Britain choosing to leave Europe. If it weren't for Brexit, there would not be a general election now. And I find it, astrologically, it's fascinating. Sun conjunct Uranus in the sky over the last 4 or 5 days. Conjunct the UK's ascendant. The horoscope for the UK that I'm using is the time of William the Conqueror being crowned in Westminster Abbey, which was around midday on the 25th of December, 1066. We know this to be factually true. So this is the given horoscope for the UK. There's others where the UK joins where the UK and Scotland join together of 1801, the 1923 chart to do with Northern Ireland and Wales. There's a number of different charts, but the 1066 chart works for me. Now, Venus Chiron in the sky at the moment, conjunct at 28 degrees Pisces, on top of the UK's moon at 29 degrees Pisces. Brilliant time to call an election. At the moment that she announced the election, there was a conjunction of the moon and Pluto. The moon at 17 degrees of Capricorn, 18, and Pluto at 18/19 degrees of Capricorn. On top of Mercury in the UK's 1066 chart. Again, Mercury in the UK's chart rules communication, networking, socialising, the people, and the communication and interaction between people. Brilliant time to call an election. The fact that she's called it on a Mercury retrograde makes me think that this is a bit of a snap decision, that it wasn't planned. But come the election itself, well, that doesn't seem as if it's going to be. The election is going to be on June the 8th. So I'm doing this live as I speak. If I run a horoscope for the 8th of June 2017 at 10 p.m. at night, which is the time when the election result, which is when the polls close, and the election will be called, the results will be called, it's pretty clear from that chart that with Saturn rising on the ascendant at that time, that there's going to be a continuation of the status quo. That the Conservatives will win with a probably slightly smaller majority, slightly smaller, but it will be the go-ahead for Brexit. And the Conservative Party will then have 5 years to be able to continue its plans for Britain to leave the European Union. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it's not for me to say. But what's really interesting is the long-term repercussions of this. It's really clear to me that as over the next year and a half, Neptune in the sky opposes the UK Saturn. Saturn in the UK chart rules the 10th house, career. The UK is Capricorn with Moon in Pisces in Aries rising. Saturn rules the 10th house of public image and its world status. And with Neptune opposite Saturn next year, it's pretty clear to me that the nature of the United Kingdom is beginning to draw to an end. And I think it's now, as a result of this election call, pretty much inevitable that regardless of the results of the election, that Scotland is going to push stronger and stronger for independence from England and Wales and Northern Ireland. And I do expect Scotland to achieve some type of autonomous independence where it will then apply to rejoin Europe as an independent country. And I expect this to have happened within 2 years from now. I think the Tories will win the general election on the 8th of June. But I don't think it's as clear cut as that. I think they will go ahead with Brexit. Scotland will leave England and go alone. And that'll be that. That'll be the end of the United Kingdom for the rest of my life, and possibly for the long-term future. And that is going to change the world dynamic. Will England on its own, or along with Wales and Northern Ireland, remain a world power without Scotland? 2 years' time, folks. We'll see. Okay, another video on Mercury retrograde conjunct Uranus in the next day or two, because there's big events coming up next week as well. Just had to do this one. Who'd have thought Theresa May would call an election? Must look at her chart again soon. Alright, catch you later, world. Bye.